Junior developer job postings fell about 20% since 2022. The bottom rung of the whole career ladder is thinning out, and fast. This is not a warning about some distant future. It already happened, quietly. And it tells you exactly where the career ladder now actually starts. I put AI tools into real engineering teams for a living. The hiring pattern I am about to show you shows up in almost every single one of them. About 20%. That is how far entry-level software postings have dropped since 2022, according to the labor market job posting trackers. But here is the number nobody is planning for. That drop is quietly setting up a senior developer shortage 5 years out. Senior openings fell only about 2%. Junior openings fell about 20%. Same tools, same teams, but the cut landed almost entirely on the bottom rung. So why the bottom rung and not the top? Because AI is good at exactly the work we use to hand new developers. Think about what a first-year developer actually did all day long. Small, well-defined, low-stakes pieces of a much bigger system someone else designed. The classic first-year task list looked like this. Write boilerplate code. Build simple functions. Add basic tests. And fix small, clearly described bugs a senior flagged. Read that list again. It is a near-perfect description of what an AI coding assistant does in seconds, for almost nothing. Translation. Companies did not suddenly stop needing that work done. They just stopped needing a junior person to slowly learn the craft by doing it. So the math changed. One senior developer plus AI now covers what used to take a senior plus 2 juniors. For a hiring manager under budget pressure, that trade looks obvious. Cut the junior seat, keep the output, save the salary. It saves money this quarter. But it quietly removes the only place a developer ever learned to become senior. And that is the trap hiding inside the savings. The junior work was never really valued for the code it produced. It was quietly the training ground. Here is how a senior developer actually got made. Read a lot of messy code. Break things in safe ways. Fix them. And slowly build hard-won judgment. You cannot skip that path and arrive senior. The mistakes are the curriculum. Take away the junior years and the curriculum disappears. This is what I call the apprentice problem. It is showing up in law, medicine, accounting, and now most visibly in code. So play it forward. If almost nobody hires and trains juniors today, where do the senior developers of the next decade come from? 0. That is roughly how many new seniors you grow from a team that hired and trained 0 juniors for 5 straight years. The pipeline simply stops. Companies are optimizing for this quarter and quietly borrowing from 5 years out. The bill comes due later, all at once. Now if you are trying to break in, none of that doom helps you. So let me be straight about what actually changed. The on-ramp did not disappear. It moved. The old entrance was a pile of grunt work. That entrance is closing. The new entrance rewards something completely different. Not how much code you can personally produce in an hour. How much judgment you can actually prove you have. Because the value moved up a level. The tool writes the code. You decide if the code is right, and own the result. AI is confident even when it is badly wrong. Someone experienced has to catch the broken answer before it ships to real users. That someone is genuinely scarce. The developers pulling ahead are not the ones typing fastest. They are the ones who know where the tool quietly breaks. Translation. Your first real job is no longer to write junior code by hand. It is to become the person trusted to review it and sign off. So this is the real split forming among people entering the field. Not old versus young. Output versus judgment. The good news is that judgment can be shown, not just claimed on a resume. And you can start proving yours long before anyone agrees to hire you. Before we get to the moves, hold the shape of this in your head, because it decides what you build this year. 3 numbers hold the whole story. About 20% fewer junior postings. Roughly flat senior demand. And near zero juniors being trained on many teams. The tool will not carry you up the ladder on its own. If you actually want the senior track, you have to climb toward it slowly and deliberately. Remember the shortage I promised. Here it is. Teams that hire 0 juniors for 5 years grow 0 new seniors. The bench empties. So here is your way in. For moves, and you can start the first one today. 1. Use AI, then break its output on purpose. Move 1, up close. Take AI-generated code and deliberately hunt for where it fails. Learning to distrust the tool well is a big part of the senior skill. Move 2. Own one real system end-to-end. A small app with real users teaches judgment no tutorial ever will. Move 3. Get genuinely great at debugging, at system design, and at the messy human parts of shipping software. That is the work AI still cannot own for you. Move 4 is the mindset behind all of it. Every time the tool hands you code, ask one question before you accept it. The question is this. Would I have caught this if the code were wrong? Make that your habit on every single pull request. Answer it honestly and you stop being the person the AI replaces. You become the person the AI needs a human for. The junior job you always pictured is genuinely thinning out. But the path to becoming a senior is wide open for anyone willing to build real judgment early. Junior postings down 20%. The rung did not vanish, it moved up. Stop racing the AI to type. Start proving you can judge. Subscribe if you want the data before the headlines.